If you've ever dreamed of going on a truffle hunt, Italy is the place to do it. And Piemonte is the region. From hunting the famous white truffle with one of Italy's master truffle hunters to serving it up back at the farmhouse, you'll see what going on a truffle hunt in Italy actually looks like. I'll also show you where to stay and dine in the area for the ultimate in serenity, relaxation, and flavor. Strap on your boots and fasten your seatbelt. We're going on a truffle hunt.
I don't know whose nose is going to be better, mine or the dog's, but my guess is the dog.
Welcome to The Trot. I'm Mark. After years in corporate America, I decided to feed my soul, literally, following my family roots back to Europe. So, with food as my compass and Europe as my map, I'm exploring the best that European life has to offer. And that means you're going to see some amazing places, meet some incredible people, and of course, watch me eat some pretty spectacular food. And because life as a full-time vlogger only pays some of the bills, I started a travel company, taking my followers with me on custom tours through Europe. So whether I'm traveling solo, with my friends, or my guests, one thing is for certain, I'm exploring Europe one bite at a time. This is Eurotrotter. How exciting is this that I am here in the heart of Piemonte with Marco Scaglione of Meet Piemonte Tours, and we are going on a truffle hunt. This is so cool. Marco, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here.
So where are we right now?
We are in the province of Asti, and we are in the village of Monte Grosso d'Asti. So another 10-15 minutes drive, we will meet our truffle hunter, Egidio, and his dog, and all his family as well.
Right now in November is the truffle season.
Yes, they say the best time of the year. I would say from now until December, it's the best. It's the peak of the season. It's the best time.
And for the white truffle?
For the white truffle of Alba, it has a specific botanical name. It's called a tuber magnatum pico.
I have never been on a truffle hunt before, so for the viewer, what can I expect today going on the truffle hunt?
Well, I think the highlight is to see the chemistry between the man and the dog. So we need the dog because truffles are growing underground, right? So we don't see them, and the dog can sniff them. But at the same time, it's the man that makes the difference, because hunters know very well their land, their trees. They remember where they found truffles in the past, so there's a good chance to find another one.
Oh wow!
And so is the dog browse around without a leash, and when they find something, they start digging. So that's when the hunter runs behind and stops the dog. They are afraid that with the nails they may scratch or break or even eat the truffle.
So is that why pigs are not typically used anymore? Because they'll eat the truffle?
Well, pigs now are forbidden in Italy, to be honest, because they ruin the environment. You know, the pigs, they have this big thick nose. They almost plow the dirt, and they ruin the environment, and of course they would eat it right away.
If somebody wants to join one of these tours with you, and with you as the guide and the translator with the truffle hunter, how would they get in contact with you?
Well, we have a website. It's meetpiemonte.com. So there are certain tours that you can book directly online, but we also work for customized tours. So people just drop us an email, and we tailor the perfect experience for our guests.
Excellent. Like Marco has done with us today, because afterwards we're having a wonderful lunch where we'll actually taste some fresh truffle. Buongiorno.
Allora, Laura is the daughter of Egidio.
Wonderful, nice to meet you.
She runs also the restaurant up here.
Wonderful. And before heading out for the hunt, we stepped into the farmhouse for some espresso and fresh hazelnut cake. It was delicious. And then it was back in the car where we followed Egidio for some light off-roading before arriving deep into the woods for the hunt.
I am here with Egidio and Restaurant Olivia and our new friends from Gibraltar. And we are going on a truffle hunt here in the heart of Piemonte with Leia, who is going to find us, fingers crossed, a truffle. And if not, we'll have one on our plate later. But we are in the heart of everything. You see hazelnut trees behind us, the rolling hills the other direction. And let me tell you, you can smell truffle in the air. It is one of the first things I noticed when I got out here, is that beautiful essence of the truffle.
Allora, this is actually very interesting. We are in a part of Piedmont where you don't see many vineyards around. There are hazelnuts, as you said, and just wild vegetation. But Egidio, who grew up here, said that until 30 years ago, there used to be vineyards here, and then they were abandoned because the slopes of the hills were too steep, just because people left, life was very unpredictable, they preferred to move, to a big city. And the difference between the hills just outside of Alba and here is that here we have the right trees and the right, environment for truffles to grow. On the contrary, in the Barolo wine region, which we love, you only see vineyards. So areas where you can actually find truffles just outside of Alba are very, very limited.
For the hunt, we followed Egidio and Leia into the woods, up and down, following Leia until, as luck would have it, she found a truffle. And removing the truffle is a very careful procedure. Digging with your hands, a small pick, and loosening the dirt around the truffle until it comes loose. And voila, lunch is served. At an approximate weight of 70 grams or 2.5 ounces, and with a cost of about $500 US, it was quite the find. The first of 3 truffles found during our hunt.
Going on a truffle hunt here in Piemonte is something you absolutely must do. Egidio, incredible. Marco, fantastic. The combination of expertise is unparalleled. And if you want to do this, you can with Meet Piemonte Tours. It is an unforgettable experience, and we're heading in for an unforgettable lunch.
And we started with one of my favorites, bagna cauda. Think of it as Italian fondue, except instead of cheese, it is a savory combination of olive oil, anchovies, and garlic, served hot with fresh vegetables from the garden and bread to dip. It was so good.
Eccellente.
Grazie.
Wow.
Do you like?
I love. Yes, it's fabulous.
For the next course, farm fresh eggs from literally right outside, fried and then topped with fresh shaved truffle. And of course, runny yolk is a must.
What I absolutely love about this dish is, of course, the white truffle. It's fantastic, but it's served so simply over a fried egg that is literally cooked to perfection. The yolk is so runny, which is exactly the way I like it. And what I love about a dish like this is that the egg is simply the platform for the truffle. And it really allows the truffle to stand out. So you get that huge, beautiful, aromatic pop in your mouth, on the nose, on the tongue. It's incredible. Marco, fabulous.
Good.
Outstanding.
Enjoyed.
It's wonderful.
After that, homemade tagliatelle pasta with again fresh shaved truffle from the hunt. Simple, delicious, and authentic. Egidio's wife and family joined us at the table and were well applauded for an over-the-top meal and experience. Now, if you're wondering where to stay in the Langhe area, there is no better place than Villa de Melia. Perched high over a hazelnut grove and rolling vineyards, the hotel and views are simply magical. Originally a traditional Piemontese farmhouse, Villa de Melia offers a warm and inviting ambiance that makes you feel like you're in a private Italian residence. The heart of the property is its elegant lounge, where you can unwind and enjoy a cocktail or step outside onto the adjoining courtyard draped in wisteria. For a closer look, I met with hotel director Mauro Tezzo.
The idea since the beginning has been the one to have a very elegant place, but also a very cozy place. Villa da Melia is a real 19th century Piedmontese farmhouse with its square courtyard. We have 37 rooms. Out of the 37, 32 are more or less as big as this one, which is a deluxe room.
Oh, wow.
For straightforward elegance and exterior views of the countryside, the deluxe room is where you want to stay. For a bit more space, the junior suite. And for the ultimate in unique accommodations, the San Luigi suite, located inside a former chapel that was part of the original farmhouse and whose main floor now serves as an incredible wine room and tasting space.
Above there is the chapel suite, and here we have all the barbarescos on this side, and the barolos on that side.
Wow, what a beautiful use of the space. And this was originally a chapel at the farmhouse.
Yes.
And you now have converted it to a suite above, and down below this wine cellar, if you will.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Keeping all the frescoes, all the decoration.
So guests can order a bottle of wine.
Of course.
From here.
Of course. We also can host tastings inside the chapel. Some of our rooms can be reached mainly through this balcony, which is the typical way in the ancient times people used to enter their rooms in farmhouses like this.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And just to be out here, to come out of your room and to look over the balcony and to see the courtyard and to be under, what do we call this?
It's glicine in Italian.
Glicine.
Glicine.
Gorgeous, it's beautiful. It's very romantic.
It is, I have to say.
If you're looking for a place to spend your honeymoon, I have to tell you, this might be one you want to put on your list. In fact, it needs to be one you put on your list.
And for an over-the-top gastronomic experience, you don't need to go very far, because the hotel's restaurant, Dama, is exquisite. But as always, we begin with a drink.
Tonight we are starting the evening like we do always, with a cocktail here at Villa da Melia. Ilaria, what are we in treat for tonight?
Tonight I'm gonna show you the Gin d'Amelia, one of our signature cocktails from Villa d'Amelia.
Wonderful, and it's called the Gin d'Amelia?
Gin d'Amelia.
Gin d'Amelia.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I love gin.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it, yeah. So, first ingredient that we use is our House of Seven gin from Piemonte. It's from the Langa here, very close by. And it's a dry gin.
So the gin's actually made locally?
Locally, very locally, yes. So then I'm going to use Saint Germain, which is elderflower liquor. Very nice and give the sweetness to the cocktail. Then is a lime juice, freshly squeezed.
Always freshly squeezed juice, very important.
And a little bit of our sugar syrup.
Beautiful.
Voila. That's it.
Beautiful.
That's it. And then a little touch at the end
Oh
is a
wow,
rosemary
beautiful, wow.
fresh. And a little burn. Just be careful, please.
Outstanding. I have never had that before. This is fantastic. I love
Here
it.
we
Ooh,
are.
wow. Wow,
It's
how
giving
fragrant.
the smokiness to the cocktail.
Oh, it's
and
beautiful.
it's very delicate, yes.
Wow, the Gin d'Amelia.
Gin d'Amelia.
Gin d'Amelia, beautiful.
Thank you.
May I?
Yes, of course.
Wow, fabulous.
Thank you so
It is smooth, it is chilled perfectly. The rosemary gives it such depth with the smokiness, but also with the freshness. The gin, again, smooth. The elderflower gives it just enough sweetness. With the simple syrup and the lime juice, that pop of freshness. Ilaria, well done.
Thank you.
Molto
Thank you
buono.
so much. Thank you.
For dinner, a gastronomic journey for the senses, paired with delicious regional wines and combining local ingredients with the imagination and experimentation of Chef Denis Chesko. And to start, a char fish tartare with candied lemon, finished with a Parmesan cheese extraction and dill oil. The presentation and flavors were phenomenal.
The play on the textures in this dish is exquisite. You have the beautiful light creaminess. You get the pop of the lemon, the chive, the savory fish with just a perfect balance of fattiness in the fish to give it all that flavor, that balance. And then of course, the surprise is the pop in your mouth. It's not just a pop of flavor, it's the actual crunch, the pop of the lemon that's actually in these little beautiful pearls. Lemon rind, if you will, scented and infused pearls. Delicate, exquisite, delicious, lick the bowl dish.
From there, a raw deer terrine with local pear served with a Queen's applesauce and crostini. Sweet and savory and simply amazing. From land to sea, a risotto, hidden under clam foam with baby squid and crispy shallot. Inventive and when combined, incredible.
This risotto is so perfectly al dente. It is exquisite. The froth, the foam on top has just a beautiful, subtle sea flavor. And the surprise is the shaved legume, the shaved bean that's in here. It is tremendous. The color, fabulous. It's fall forward. It's gorgeous. This is another hit. I love it.
And then fresh pasta, a delicate lasagna with hare ragu and bagnette verde, a traditional parsley cream sauce from the region.
I would tell you from my experience in this region of Piemonte, and everything I've learned from everyone I've met, it's the first thing I learned was about sweetness. The desserts, the pastries, they are not too sweet because the people want you to enjoy more, not just eat one thing and be so full on the sweet that you're done, like we're traditionally used to. It's the same thing here with the pasta. It's so delicate, it's so thin, it's so light, it's so perfect portioned that you're invited to have more. You're invited to enjoy the next course. And I think that's a theme here in Piemonte, and it's one that you're executing perfectly at Villa d'Amelio and here at Dama.
Thank you very much.
Really. Job well done.
Salute.
Salute.
From there, turbot, barbecued with a rich buttery fish stock and trout roe. Tender, flaky, and melt in your mouth delicious.
This dish is fabulous.
And my favorite of the night, breast of roast pigeon with butter, raisins, and red wine sauce on an oyster mushroom. Simply seasoned and simply perfection.
The pigeon is beautifully filleted in the most perfectly portioned sections with an oyster mushroom that is equally filleted and flattened so elegantly with this gorgeous reduction on top. It's stunning, as is the dish. Stunning. And again, talk about being surprised. I would have never expected to have pigeon tonight. Or frankly, half of the dishes that I've had tonight, which I think makes this such a unique experience. The oyster mushroom, the pigeon, it's cooked to absolute perfection. And we're going in. Buon appetito. Viewers at home, you know that's the happy dance. This is the crown jewel of tonight. And all the dishes we had were the jewels of the crown, and this is the crown jewel. It is fabulous. Perfectly seasoned, perfectly cooked, melts in your mouth like butter. The oyster mushroom is so savory with this gorgeous, unctuous, luxurious sauce on top. This is probably one of the best dishes that I've had in the region.
To end, creme caramel paired with a 2006 Passito, which means raisin in Italian, a wine made from dried grapes, in this case, Moscato. A sweet finale to an incredible dinner and an unforgettable stay at Villa de Melia. If you liked the video and would like to join me on this trip this coming November, please visit markfelice.com and check out the Barolo Brick Road, a custom food and wine tour led by me through the region of Piemonte. Thanks for watching, and please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. See you in Italy.